Alright, so to keep a long story short, I'm bored, so I'm gonna play some random bull crap. Sounds simple enough, right? This is Bejeweled 2, a little game that I played back in my young days where I was like 6 or 7 years old. It's a little puzzle game where you have to line up various colored gems and make them all disappear and shit. It's very enjoyable, very fun, and I enjoyed the heck out of it. So, we are about to play the classic mode and just see how far we'll come. I don't really have much of a goal for this video. I just wanted to play this for fun because, gosh, do I love this game. For one thing, this is a game that I remember playing a bunch as a kid, as a little game demo that was available on this website called Xylem.com, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know if they still exist, but if they still exist, maybe you should see whether this game is still on there and maybe consider buying it. And if it's not, it's probably available on Steam for like $5. It's really, really dang fantastic. So, for the people who are not familiar with these kind of games, this was a game that was developed by PopCap Games, who made these very simple but fun puzzle games for little kids, particularly kids of like the age of 7 or 8. The games were very easy to understand, very basic. There isn't all that much going on. There isn't even much of a story going on in this. But the games were still fun, addictive, and I played the heck out of the majority of PopCap games. And now, that is not to say that I'm very good at these. I am by no stretch of the imagination very good at the majority of these games, but I do think that they are very fun to play, even to this day. I'm just a 20-year-old guy by this point, and I still really freaking enjoy playing some of these games. Like Zuma Deluxe is still very fun. I recently started to play Zuma's Revenge, which is a very good follow-up to the original Zuma Deluxe. Maybe we will get around doing a let's play on that in a later series or something. Maybe we can do that. But for the time being, this is what I'm gonna do, and I'm probably gonna be doing a whole bunch of these little silly gameplays where I'm just playing a game out of boredom and bring you guys along with me because, you know, it's just fun. It's very good fun. To play some of these again as an adult. Now, Bejeweled 2 is one of those games that I remember playing back in the day as a big game demo. Because PopCap back in the 2000s and even the 2010s, I believe, they had game demos that you could download for free on their own website or on websites like Xylem.com, because PopCap had a membership with Xylem, I believe, where they had the games available on their own website and on Xylem. And so you could download the games for free as a game demo, so you had the full game, which you could play for 60 minutes, and then the game would be locked under a paywall, and you had to pay $20 to buy the game, and then you could actually enjoy the full game to its absolute fullest. But if you didn't have the money to buy the full game, you had to play the demo of 60 minutes. And I believe if I recall correctly, PopCap also had a few games that were available as game demos that you could play as long as you possibly wanted to, but you had very limited access to the content that was on the game. So, as a perfect example, you had a game called Peggle, in which you had like 10 stages, if I'm not mistaken. And in these 10 and from these 10 stages in the demo, you only get 3 that you can play, which I guess is not a deal breaker because you still get to play quite a bit of content for in the demo. But your best bet, of course, is to eventually buy the full game so you can enjoy it all to its fullest. But you know, it was pretty cool that they actually gave you the option to download the game for free as a demo and play the game for either a limited amount of time and or give you limited content for an infinite amount of gameplay hours. Nowadays, of course, that is pretty much unheard of. I know very few games, aside from the games from PopCap, which at this point are very old. I believe Zuma Deluxe came out in 2003, which is crazy to think about nowadays. But nowadays it's pretty much unheard of that a game demo is actually a thing. That a company releases a game demo of like a Call of Duty. Because Activision and EA and stuff, they all just want the full game for full price in the stores. Which is just ridiculous in my own opinion, but okay. I can see why they do it, because it's a lot of money that they spent on their games. Although it would be nice to, at the very least, have the option to install a game demo of a game that you like to play or something. Oh well. It's kind of difficult to talk with the music on because the music is absolutely fantastic. The music was made by, I don't even know their full name. I know that they're called Skaven something. And the name of the song is Beyond the Network, or the album is called Beyond the Network. And it's just the frickin' music of my frickin' childhood, and I really want to listen to music at its fullest for a moment. Alright, that's better. I'm sorry, but I just had to enjoy the music for a moment there. That right there is the music of my childhood. And it sounds frickin' fantastic. Even though it's pretty old by this point. It's very, very good. And I can just listen to this all frickin' day. In fact, at one point I did. At one point I was all like, you know what, I'm just gonna listen to this all day long, and I actually did it. So, yeah. Just to give you an idea how much I love the soundtrack in this game, or this game in general. It's pretty crazy to think about how old this game is, actually. Because I played this song, I remember playing this song when I was like 10 years old or something, and it's pretty crazy. Here I am playing this as a 20-year-old, and the game is still just as fun as ever. Knowing myself, I would probably get very addicted by this if I play this for multiple hours on end. So yeah, it's probably not a good thing that I'm playing this right now. But okay, it's worth it. Why is the music so quiet, by the way? There we go. That's better. I didn't think that this soundtrack would have a song that's a lot quieter than other songs. That's interesting. I don't even think that I had that issue before with this exact song in the soundtrack, but you know, it can happen, I guess. I just made a pretty big mistake, didn't I? The thing with these kind of games is that you need to stay focused, and I can't really stay focused when I'm talking. Some people can. Some people can be very, very, very focused while they are talking. And I have incredibly huge respect for the people who actually can do that, but I kind of have a bad time with staying focused in general. I have a very bad attention span to pretty much anything. That has something to do with me and having autism and whatnot. Because yeah, I have autism. And so, I guess that's another factor why I enjoy playing this game so much. Because I have autism and I just kind of like games like this that I can kind of relax with and have good fun. But this is actually very good practice for me to practice to stay focused for me personally. Maybe that's just me, but yeah, there's a lot going on the screen. Well, not a lot going on the screen as in everything is flying about, but there's a lot of color. The gems are literally all over the place. It's unorganized and everything. So, I don't know. I don't even know what the frick I'm even talking about. I know that I'm talking about this game and how disorganized it all is, and that's all about it. See, there you have a perfect example of me not being able to focus on just one thing. It's an issue, and it's an issue that I have to deal with every single day. And it's a thing that's very irritating sometimes, because sometimes I don't even know what the frick I'm even doing anymore. But yeah. Where in the frick is the next thing? I don't really want to use hints. I want to do this the way that it's supposed to be done. Using hints also makes you lose points, which is a pretty huge stake right there. The stakes are high. You are not supposed to lose points by using a frickin' hint right here. Even though the arch is pretty darn big to do it. Alright. Okay. I think that's it for this. It's being saved when you quit it, so I'm not very concerned about losing any progress that I made. I got pretty far in the classic mode. Let's have some good fun and raise the stakes. Let's play the action mode, because action mode is where it's really at in this game. I absolutely think that this is one of the best things out there, because this right here has a little timer down here. The point bar has turned into a timer, and you need to be quick to finish this level. Also, this is probably my favorite soundtrack of the whole game. Hang on. Bum ba bum ba da da dum bum bum. Da 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 da. There we go. So yeah, that's this is my favorite soundtrack of the whole game, and I don't think it's very difficult to see why. So yeah, I don't know. It's kind of difficult to talk about this game because basically everything that's great about it is out there in the open, and I also described why I love this game to its fullest already. So I don't think it would make much more sense, or much more sense. What am I even saying? I don't think it's. I really can't talk right now. I don't think that it would make much sense to praise it much more than this. Even though I freaking love this game so much, I can praise it all day if I had to. But yeah, I'm probably not gonna do that. But if I don't do that, then it's gonna be very difficult for me to think of much to say. Unscripted videos are not exactly my thing. I noticed how bad of a time I have with unscripted videos like this. So usually when I make a video, I tend to spend hours and hours on writing a script for it. Unless it's a video like Silver Seal or Derp Report, because those videos can't really be scripted. I don't really write a script for those, because those are either live commentaries or they are literally just me recording the game and recording my voiceover afterwards. And the Derp Report is something that I don't really feel like writing a script for, because I think it's much more fun to just talk directly over my footage instead of writing a script and editing the footage over the voiceover and whatnot. No. So, oh, this is just chilling. This music is just kind of relaxing, and it's something that I listen to whenever I'm writing a script or something, which is just great. And here I am praising the soundtrack of the game again, gosh darn it. Also, it's very difficult for me to see what colors match which color and shit. It's even more difficult with the timer on the game. That doesn't really help much with me trying to focus. Stress is not good for me. I realized how bad it is for me to get stressed over something like this. Because if I get stressed out, I will get, my head just is, my mind is all over the place, and I can't stop thinking, like, oh my god, how am I gonna do this? What am I gonna do? Ah! You know? It's just a kind of, my head would be all over the place and crazy, and I just would I would just be paralyzed at one point if that happens. So yeah, this is not exactly a good thing for me, but like I said, this is just a thing that I have for practice to learn to deal with it properly instead of, you know, not doing anything about it. I think that's a very important thing about autism, because I have autism, like I mentioned before. I think it's very important that if you have autism and you know where your flaws lie, you get around working on using those flaws to either your advantage, or you or you get around fixing those flaws. Of course, of course, you're not gonna be capable of getting rid of all of the flaws you have, because it's a little bit more difficult for people with autism to see your flaws and get rid of it. Sometimes it's nearly impossible to do that. So, when that is the case, you'll have to learn how to live with your flaws and use them to your advantage. Which is something that I learned to do over the years. I can't really explain exactly how I do it, or what my flaws lie in this particular video by head. I would, like I said, I would have to write a script and make a full-on Phoenix talk about it if I ever wanted to make a video on autism and how I deal with the flaws that I have and how I even fix some of them, or how I live with them. And that's basically the same as dealing with my flaws. That's that is great. Just think about what you're gonna say before you're gonna say it. That's a big mistake that I make very frequently, by the way. At the very least, I noticed that what I'm saying either doesn't make any sense, or I'm just repeating myself. At least, I notice when I repeat myself more often than not. There are moments where I don't even realize that I am repeating myself, and then I often need other people to tell me, hey, you're repeating yourself. So, yeah. That's funny. There we go. At this point, I'm just kind of relaxing from the game. It's the music that just makes me feel good. It's the music that makes me feel relaxed and cool. Like I said multiple times throughout this video, I'm doing way too good. Like, normally my Bejeweled sessions are not going this well, but this is pretty dang great. From what I can tell. I don't know if this is particularly fantastic compared to my other, you know, playing sessions. You guys haven't seen my other playing sessions of Bejeweled 2, but I have had my days where I would just literally survive for like 2 levels and that's it. I would enter the 3rd level and next thing I know, I can't do anything anymore, and it's just game over from that point. Here I'm just easily reaching levels 8 in the classic mode, and action mode is going pretty easy peasy lemon squeezy. However, in the later levels, I believe it was level 9 or even level 7 or something, or where... Wow, I really can't talk. I think it's somewhere in the neighborhood of like level 7 or level 8 where it gets really fast, where the timer just goes by very quickly, and before you know it, it reaches 0 within a matter of seconds. So, and when you're someone like me who has kind of a chaotic mind, this is probably not gonna go well when I actually get there. In fact, this is already not going very well. I can see the timer down there going down. I really should not be looking at the timer. I think that's another problem that I have when I do this. It's that I can't seem to find anything. Oh my god. No, 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 no. Oh, fuck. Yeah. Yeah, that went really damn well. Okay. 380,250 points. You know what? I think that's a very, very good score. I'm happy with this, and I'm very happy with how this episode came out. This was just a little thing that I wanted to do for fun. No particular no other reason than that. Maybe later we can do the puzzle mode, because the puzzle mode is really freaking awesome too. The problem is that I am pretty far into the puzzle mode already. I guess I could just go all the way back to the beginning on the profile that I'm on right now, but I don't really feel like doing that, so I'll probably end up making a separate profile for that. But until then, we are ending it right here. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, drop a like, subscribe to the channel, and ring the bell so you won't miss any other videos. And I hope to see you guys in the next one. This is Phoenix Star signing out, and let your passions and dreams come to life.